When you first get your GPM cartridge filler, you'll want to connect both the power from the heater control box and the main control box to a standard electrical outlet. Then attach your compressed air to the air attachment, and we use 80 psi for this application. You can turn on the main filler and then the heater control unit. To set the heat control, hold in the push to set button and then set your temperature where you'd like it. For this demonstration, we'll do 105 degrees Fahrenheit. At that point, the heaters in the hopper heater will start to heat up, and when they get to your 105 degree or whatever your set temperature is, it will stop. At that point, the temperature will rise about 5 to 8 degrees, and when it comes down 2 degrees under your set temperature, it will start to heat up again. So your variance is about plus or minus 5 degrees. We suggest putting your product into the product hopper at the desired temperature. The hopper heater is used to maintain product temperature and not to warm the product from a cold temperature. The product in this test is simply a molasses product. Our hopper holds approximately 12 ounces of product, but it only takes about 2 to 3 to get a good solid run. Once the product is in the hopper, you'll need to prime the valve block. So first thing you'll want to do is put a container that is larger than max fill under the nozzle, and then initiate cycles with the foot pedal until product starts to release from the nozzle. In this case, it took about 4 cycles to release product, and after doing a couple fills, we will check our fill volume. When adjusting for a larger volume, loosen the lock nut and turn the adjustment screw either to the left for a larger fill or to the right for a smaller fill. Then tighten the lock nut and make sure that these sensors are lined up so that they recognize the rear location when it is set back. These two air adjustments control the speed of the piston moving forward to dispense and back to load product for the next cycle. The yellow line that runs to the back connector controls the speed that the cylinder returns after dosing, and the red one here controls the speed that you dose at, pushing the product out. To increase the speed of either of these, you loosen the lock nut on the bottom and turn slightly to the left to increase speed or to the right to decrease speed. And when you get the speed where you want, you can tighten the small lock nut at the bottom. For an example, I'll show you drastically speeding up the return on this fill. Flies back. Now if we go to the right and decrease the amount of air, it's going to return slower, which prevents product from getting air bubbles pulling from the hopper too quickly. That's still pretty fast, so I'll move it to the right a little more. we can speed up the actual dosing a little bit by opening this one up. So now it dosed a little faster. And it's returning a little slower. Slow it down a little more. And so you'll find the speed that's right for your product based on its thickness. If it's very thick, you're going to want to dispense and fill the cylinder fairly slowly. If it's a thinner product, you're able to dispense and fill the cylinder fairly quickly. Always assume that the hopper heater is hot when handling it. Use heat protective gloves, and when removing it, place 2 hands on the hopper heater and slide it up off of the hopper. And then you can hang it on this clip here, which connects to the inner lip of the hopper heater. When replacing it for filling, after getting product into the hopper, you can then take the hopper heater again with 2 hands and protective gloves and slide it over the product hopper.